had my mic on today, so, because I'm usually talking to myself anyway, I figured, fuck it, I'll just turn my mic on. And if there's no chatters, then there's no chatters, but at least I can sit here and talk to myself, maybe. So I fucked up last time I did the pattern, and the sleeve is too small, and I'm really kind of pissed about it. I can't believe I made such a basic mistake. So, yeah. Annoyed. Oh, I forgot to send it to them. Yeah, so this sleeve is like, it's big enough for me to get like almost 3 fingers in the hole. That's what he said. But this one I made, and it's like super tight, and this side I can't even get his hand in the hole. So that's also what he said. So this didn't work out, so I have to fix it. So I'll just set him aside. Yeah, so I don't know what the hell. I mean, it must have made the armhole too small, but it looks to be about the same size. Maybe it is a little bigger. But the problem is that this part right here on the sleeve is like super snug, so yeah, not quite sure. What I did and how to fix it. So I'm going to be working on that. Let me grab my stool. And I need paper. Let me move this back out of the way. Grab some paper. Oh, there's paper right in front of me. I'm fucking dumb. Alright. What else? I got paper. I always wonder if I should just move, if I should move categories. Cause I don't get a lot of categories in it. Fingers and crafts, but maybe it's just the timing. Let's see, OneNote. Dying. Oh yeah, it's not muted. Okay, cool. I thought for a second my mic was muted, but let me know if the music's too loud. Let's see. Current projects. There we go. So the pants came out good. Imperial outfit. Fit, sleeve. Okay. Was it the 19th yesterday? Yeah. I like to write notes of what I did, that way future me can come back and look and see what I'm doing. Is that my cousin? Sky, is that you? Come on. You want to hang out with me in the shop? Go outside. There's nothing in here. I'm just talking to myself. Go lay down. Go to your bed. Go on. You could go. You could take my seat. I don't need it for a while. Oh yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, he's a good boy. All right, relax. I'm busy. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. Tiny puppy in the background. Tiny puppy in the background. He stole my seat. Let's see. Okay, so yesterday, sewed first redraft. Sleeve pattern. I don't count that better. Nope, that's the opposite way. There we go. And sleeve cap too tight. So I wonder if it was the bicep area that I got wrong. Also, I did a half pattern, and you're not typically supposed to do sleeve patterns are usually the whole piece, so I think that's also one of the things I did wrong. So I feel like this part needs to be wider, but like here, not necessarily up here. And I'm not super sure how to make that happen without making the whole sleeve cap bigger, because I don't want to change the armhole. So make full pattern. Instead of half. Sleeve cap area needs wider, I think is the word I want to use. Okay. So I need to copy this out. I'm just going to use a half to test it, and then I'm going to use a half to test it, and then I'll draft it in a larger size later. I need my other pencil. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. Where's my pencil? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go get my other pencil. Let me mute the mic. Okay, and I'm back. This is the pencil that I've been wanting to use because it automatically rotates. I don't know if you can see, but this little mechanism rotates it. So every time you push in, like pressure on the lead, like as you write, it pushes more lead out automatically. So it's always fresh lead, and it's rotating, so the lead never ends up like lopsided, so it's always sharp in the right way. The only thing that's sucky about it is that the eraser kind of blows. Oh no! What happened? That's the only thing I don't like about it. Okay, so I'm going to... I do not like this station. Like, this is specifically like death metal. It's not, or black metal. It's not really. It says metal, but it's like, okay, there's like 100 different kinds of metal. So let me find something better to listen to. Synthwave is back, and I don't have to pay for it. Yay, Synthwave! Yay! Yeah, so I used Pretzel Rocks, and they took away the Synthwave channel. I actually really liked the Synthwave channel, and they put it behind a paywall, and I don't know why. They decided to do that. But apparently it's available today. So we'll listen to Synthwave instead of the metal station, because if I have to hear that chaotic fucking double bass bullshit again. Like, some of it's okay, but some of it is literally just fucking noise, and I can't listen to it. Like, this is from a metalhead. But I find that I listen to a lot of different kinds of music, so, I can listen to just about anything, and I have so many different varieties of music on my personal situation. And I just don't like that kind of metal. It's just not my cup of tea. But this is my cup of tea. See what I did there? Cup of tea. It is my cup of tea. That's funny. You can laugh, because that was funny. It's gone cold though. I need like a mug warmer in here. No, fuck off. I'm not talking to people right now. Don't want to talk to you. Okay. Is my mic? Yeah, it's on. Okay. I just couldn't remember if I turned it on or not. Okay. So, now that I've made the whole thing, how do I make this fatter without making the sleeve majigger thing? So like basically like right here needs to be wider. And I really wish I hadn't destroyed the old pattern by like, I literally just taped this on top of the old pattern and like cut around it, and I'm really regretting it now because I wish I had it for reference. And I don't know why I did a half a pattern. So that's 3 1/4. Or no, that's 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/16. Why is it 5/16? Oh, I hate sleeves so much. Where? Like, I wonder if it's the way that I sewed it. So I was thinking about that when I was sewing it. Like, I was kind of doing it in a hurry, and I was kind of doing it not exactly the right way. Like, I should have gathered the cap, like, probably by hand, but I didn't want to. So that might have been my bad too. So I wonder if I make it more roundular and just like arbitrarily add like a little bit of more fullness right here. Just kind of make it more like that. Which I feel like that's kind of how the original pattern was. It was more like flat. That looks so weird to me. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know enough about I don't remember enough about pattern making. And I never did like cap variations, I guess is what it is. Where's my back in my fridge? Okay. So my back and my front are the same size. So the sleeve generally is a little bit bigger, but not by much usually, so. I mean, the original sleeve, maybe I didn't add enough cappies. Maybe that's why. Because the original sleeve is only, looks like 4 3/4, which only gives it oh no. Oh. Well, no fucking wonder. Okay, so the original cap that I made for that pattern, this pattern, does not equal the armhole. Which it should be bigger than the armhole. The sleeve cap part that goes into the armhole should be bigger than the armhole. So I'm not sure what the fuck I did. So maybe if I change the directory a little bit. Let's do that. So this needs to measure 2 1/2, and then have at least a 1/4 inch ease in it. So I'm gonna I guess I'll just use this. Okay, so that's 2 1/2, or it's a little less than 2 1/2. So that means I need to make that taller, maybe a little bit, taller. Okay, so that's 2 1/2 now. Okay. So does the sleeve cap really need to be that much higher? So if I add another 1/4 of an inch to the height, maybe? I'm just kind of winging it. I have no idea if this is correct pattern making or not. So this is just kind of whatever. It's kind of generally drawing the shape. I'm like, does this look like a good size? Maybe a little bit. I think it's too, it needs more girth. That might be too much girth. That's what she said. Maybe that's good. Okay, so that is 2 3/4. Okay, so that's what we wanted, was 2 3/4, because, where is it? Hold on. So we've got 5 inches total between the two, the front and the back. So the total arch needs to be 5 inches plus, like, at least a 1/2 inch. Hey Colette, welcome in. I'm working on fixing the sleeve pattern because it came out stupid. So I'm fixing it, or I'm trying to anyway. I don't know if it'll work. We'll find out. Why didn't it make noise? Chattery, what are you doing, Chatty? Chatty's not doing its job. It was supposed to make ping noises. Oh, I didn't select the noise it was supposed to make. That's why. Oh, I'm dumb. All right, it should work now. So Chatty will ping. It might be like kind of loud though. I'll fix it if it's too loud. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, so I've got 2 3/4. There it goes. This chat has been weird lately, bro. Or 2. Oh, you mean like last time when it wouldn't let you? Twitch just always has problems. It's always something with them. Oh yeah, I had that problem with another streamer earlier where it wouldn't load. Oh. Why is it doing it for Streamlabs? I told it to not do it for Streamlabs. Oh well, I guess we don't get a fucking option. Either we have sound or we don't have sound. Well, I'd rather have sound, so fuck it. Is the chime really loud compared to like the other noises? Like my voice and the music, other noises. So 3/4 times 2, that's 1.5. Plus 4, that's, okay, so that's 5.5. I think that's what I want, because if I need 5, is the armhole. Not really, okay, cool. Not really, like, it's not too loud. Like the audio's good across. So if I need 5, then I want it to be, I really kind of only want it to be 1/4 larger, but let's try 1/2 and see if that works, because we could always make it smaller. So this sleeve cap, okay, so that works. That's the size that we need. Where's my spiky wheel of death? There we go. Not too loud. Okay, cool. Spiky wheel of death. I remember one of the streamers that I watch just like died laughing when I called this thing a spiky wheel of death. It's like her favorite. Because I mean, look at this thing, it's gnarly. Like, these are fucking sharp. Like, it's like kitten claws sharp. You could really hurt something or yourself with this. I've jammed it under my fingernail on accident before. Not fun. That is my fabric scissors. Let me grab my paper scissors. Is Tyler still in my chair? No, he's in his bed. Oh, he's a good boy. You in your bed? Oh, you know what? I actually want to make the sleeve curve. That way, when I cut it out, it's nice and curved. So this. Oh, okay. So, LOL. That is funny. Some Hellraiser shit. The chat loads slow as hell too. When I send it, it tells you like 5 minutes later. Are you on your iPad? Because mobile users, there's a significant lag. That's like a known issue. It's like mobile users, sorry. Okay, so the curve goes on this side. Mobile users have a lag. I don't know if they're ever gonna fix it. Oh yeah, then yeah. That would be why. And then I have to add seam allowance to that corner. No, because hold on. The seam allowance is already in this. So I just need to mark the seam allowance where it already is. And so that corner was without seam allowance. So I need to add seam allowance to this. That way. Yeah. Change that a little bit. Do people really watch Twitch on a desktop? Oh wait, they should fix that. Okay, maybe on a no, most people do watch, like, apparently 60%, I just looked at my stats, and apparently 67% of my viewers, which is not a lot of people, because I have like 3 or 4 people. Most people do watch from a computer for some reason, or like if they're watching on mobile, they don't participate in chat, which I'm not sure like why. I mean, I get it. Like some people, like I watch Point Crow often, and I usually don't participate in chat. When I watch his stream, I usually just kind of lurk. Because I honestly don't have anything to contribute to chat. Because he usually has 2,000 to 3,000 people, and they're all like, they don't usually like respond to each other very well. It's not like a conversation happening in chat. So it's kind of pointless. And then he's got 200 people, you know, or 2,000 people rather, so he's not really going to respond or interact with people, and then he's playing video games. So like for crafting streamers though, I usually participate in chat, but I'm usually on my computer if I am. But yes, they really should fix that, because you have a Twitch app for a reason. Yeah. They chat a lot? They do? I'm like, how are they chatting if they're playing music? Or is it the people in chat that are chatting with each other while the DJ's doing the music? I know there's a lot of streamers who are who have like thousands of chatters just going, and they're like keeping up with most of it, and I'm like, how the fuck do you read so fast and play a video game at the same time? Like, I can barely talk and do this at the same time, let alone reading, playing a video game that requires, you know, like, how do you read and play a video game at the same time? Like, that's a fucking skill. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I never catch them when they're on. What do you call it? I follow that one that you follow, that you sent me a while ago. And the participant, yeah, see, like, that's the thing. It's like if the person who is streaming is busy, or they don't have their mic on because what they're streaming isn't viable, I would expect the chat to talk to each other, but like a lot of the times they don't. Like, I noticed that only in the makers and crafts, or like the alternative kind of stuff like that, like that kind of stuff, only in those chats. But like in gaming chats, like, but then again, you get a lot of kids too in the gaming chats for certain types of games. Unfortunately, the dude I watch plays Pokemon and Breath of the Wild, which are predominantly enjoyed by adolescents. So his chat is not like hyper intelligent people. I would imagine there's more intellectual dialogue happening in a goth club chat. There's like 3 on right now, I think. It's because you're on when... Oh no shit, huh? God damn, that sucks. Yeah, I noticed that my time slot is not great. Like, the time that I usually am in the mood to work and subsequently stream, it's not a good time for my time zone. But I'm just gonna be over here doing what works for me, and you know, that's all I can do. I noticed that when I do stream during the day, I do get more people. I just don't always have the energy. Like, I'm more likely to do 2 hours at night than I am during the day. That's another reason why I don't get a lot of attention either, is because most streamers do like 4 to 6 hour streams at least, whereas I only do like an hour, maybe sometimes, maybe 2. Like 2 is like a ridiculous day. But I'm like, okay, well, I don't feel good. I gotta, you know, like, I stopped being able to function, so I gotta go sit down. Like, there's nowhere really comfortable to sit in my shop. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about getting, like, a more comfortable chair or something. Not a recliner, but like like a relaxing chair situation. Because that little office chair behind me, it's not really designed for like to relax. So, okay. So there's my new sleeve pattern, but it's a shorter version of the original pattern. So it's like a half-length version, basically. Yeah, totally. I'm missing Goth. Bitch. But thank you. I'm missing Goth. No. Not really. I don't watch it all the time. Okay, cool. They do it like every weekend, but I'll turn it on like on a holiday. Yeah, it's like hard to. I'm like, I got other things to do. I don't want to sit here at your Goth Club. Sometimes I'll put on, like during the day, there's a crafty streamer that I like, and I'll just put it on in the background, and I'm not really watching it, just to have like people talking noise in the background. A chair is a good idea, like a recliner or something. I bet John would find like, yeah, but like I have no room though. There's nowhere to put like a comfy chair in my shop. Like I already don't have room for some of the shit that I actually need to like set up and have. Like my, what do you call it? The fuck is it called? What the fuck is it called? My cover stitch and my like home sewing machine, so I could do like zigzags and stuff. So instead of cutting more material, I think I'm gonna take the sleeve out of this and cut one to test it, because yesterday I spent all this time cutting and sewing the whole fucking thing, and then I realized I did it fucking wrong, and I got like super mad because I spent like 2 hours and wasted a bunch of energy, and then I thought, oh, I could have just done one side to test it instead of both sides. I could have stopped sewing after one and tested it, and it never even fucking occurred to me until I was done and realized that the sleeve hole was a little tight, and I was like, fuck. Who the fuck are you? Why are you texting me? Why are you messaging me? No, fuck off. I don't want to sell it to you anymore. I have someone coming tomorrow for one of the sewing machines that I'm selling, and I just, yeah, I don't want to sell it to, like, I was super, like, the bitch who was supposed to come today was, like, not responding for a minute and, like, took her sweet ass time, so I was just like, oh, never mind, I'm leaving my house, so you can't come now, and I'm gonna sell it to someone else tomorrow, who was way more communicative, and it's going to her daughter, so I'm like, okay. So I was like super picky about who I was gonna sell it to. Wasting energy, yep. Yeah, it just sucks when that kind of shit never occurs to me. Dude, yes. Oh my god. Apparently there's like bots who are like very demanding about your address now. So I got one person, quote unquote, today, who was so Facebook has this new feature where it's like automated. It's like a quick response where you could just click a button and ask if it's still available, because that's like a standard question. Just making sure that was the right, yeah, that's the right thing. And so you click a button and it'll send it, and you can click a button to respond or whatever. So I got the standard, is it still available? And I responded with the standard, yes, it's still available. And then the next response was, can I have your address, please? And now that is not a typical question that someone who's buying something asks like first thing. that is something you ask kind of at the end of the conversation when you're getting ready to like make a appointment. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the natural progression. So I basically I was just like, I gave them my cross streets. I was like, oh, I'm, you know, this street and this street and this is the city. And then they were like, give me your address. And I just didn't respond. And they didn't respond back either. And I'm like, so John has also had this issue where he has like bots asking for their phone number or his phone number or his address specifically, and like rather aggressively like that. And I was like, that's really weird. Like, why would people do that? And so I got my first spam bot. Probably not my first one. Also, oh yeah, I think I got a couple of bots like that too. Yeah, it's really weird because I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna do with my address? Like, that's not even like, since I own a home, it's kind of public information, but I think you'd have to file some paperwork to get it. Like private. I mean, you might as well. They're identical, you know, if you're gonna meet them out front, you know. They don't need to know what unit you're in. Yeah, it's a little scarier because I have a house. But honestly, like, it's whatever. I don't have a choice, I guess, is why I just have to let it go. The whole, like, having people come to my house thing. But I just thought that was weird. I'm like, what the fuck do you get out of having my fucking... I don't know what they could do with my address. You know what I mean? Like, there isn't much other than send me fucking mailers or something. Or... like, I guess you could verify a lot of stuff with a zip code, but you would have to have a lot of other information, too, in order for you to be able to fraud people, I guess. So I really just don't understand what the fuck the point of the address is. And the phone number. Like, why do you need my phone number? Which I haven't personally gotten, but apparently that's a thing. Super weird though. Okay. Thankfully, this pattern doesn't have really a right and wrong way, so... or this fabric, rather, and the pattern. People sell lists of information to companies. Yeah, but that's a hell of a way to get, like... that's a hell of a way to farm information. Like... well, I guess it's bots, so... it's really not like a person. But it feels like... I don't know. It feels like a really, like... difficult way to get that information. Like... I guess because most people just... no, I feel like most people wouldn't just give their address. Like, I have a hard time getting people to give addresses, and so does John. John has a hard time getting people to give them their address when they hire him to move their stuff. And I'm just like, okay, you literally are hiring someone to come to your house. Like, that requires an address, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they sell them. I just feel like that's like a really, I don't know, it's like a really dumb way to go about it, I guess. Okay, I'm not gonna hem it because that's a waste of time and energy that I don't need to do. So I'm just gonna sew it into, let me mark the top though, so that I don't have to think hard about that either. Working smarter, not harder here. They pay a lot for those sleeves. So I guess it's kind of worth it. Yeah, I've seen like those phone banks where like there's like a wall of cell phones running fucking scam bots collecting people's information. That's why I never sign up for sweepstakes or enter any kind of drawings for anything, because it's all just a scam to get your information. I have tiny pins specifically for doll clothes. I can't remember where they are, and I'm not gonna go hunt them down. So okay, another thing that I need to mark is the end of the cap, so that I still can't wrap my head around how the flat thing becomes a 3D thing. I mean, I get it, but I can't visualize it very well. I know what you mean. This is why, okay, how do I say that? You remember that like meme about, or not meme, it was like a little video about the ADHD brains, and there's 3 people and they're talking about how they think, and one's like thinks in text, one thinks in like sound, and the like dyslexic person who's like ADHD thinks in like 3-dimensional, in like 3D, which is why sometimes shit is backwards. That's how I see it. Like, that's why I'm able to do this, because my brain can visualize how it's gonna do, which I'm like super thankful for, because I tried to explain that to Hannah actually. Like, Hannah she was like, I can't see what you're talking about. Like, I was trying to explain something to her, and I was like, it's gonna go like this, and I was trying to like verbally tell her how it would look visually, because I could see it in my head and I just couldn't get it out, like, out of my mouth. And that's why I want to get better at drawing, but I'm just not motivated to draw, I guess. Like, sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm like, it's just another one of my hobbies that I dabble in periodically. Maybe once I get to the part of school where I'm like actually taking like fashion classes and stuff in person, then oh, I know why this isn't making sense to me. Because I'm doing a set-in sleeve and I'm trying to do it as a flat sleeve. But I could just clip it and pivot. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why my brain works like that, but I'm really thankful it does. Because I could like imagine what the flat piece of paper is gonna look like when it's done. And I'll look at pattern pieces that other people are working on, and it makes sense. And I'm like, oh, okay, so then when you do that, that'll look like this when it's done. Well, I mean, like, I know all fashion designers aren't ADHD, but... So I don't know how it works for them, but that's the only way that I can interpret how that works for me. It's also why my trauma scenarios are so vivid. Oh no, I'm good. Okay, it's still working. Okay. So yeah, so the cap is bigger now than the whole head. Let's see. But I need to kind of gather it. Why did I pin that? Oh god. See, there I go, not working, not thinking about things before I need to do them. It's alright though. I am not hydrated. Ugh. I've been bad today. I've not been hydrating properly. I'm gonna move this to the Jiffy. Is my mic still on? Yep, sure is. Move that way. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Actually, I'm gonna turn off the chat app that I have. I didn't delete it, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. That way I could see chat over here. Or, yeah, that was one thing I was going to say earlier, was a lot of people use a separate chat app to chat if they're watching on their TV or something. Which I just like, I'm like, that's complicated. Like, they chat on an app on their phone and watch streams on their television. Like, that's too much. So I only need it like here. Yeah, the goth people will dance on Zoom. Yeah, I've seen that, where they're like, I'm just like, all right, I'm not that voyeuristic, I guess. Like, I'll dance in person with random strangers, but not in my living room in front of my computer to random strangers. Like, that's a bit much. I don't know why it's different in my head, but it is. Oh no, it's the other one. Okay. So let me trim that side. This is the part I hate. I hate gathering. Super hate it. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. I went in once and noped the fuck out with her. It was like 5 people awkwardly dancing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, it's not dark enough in the Zoom chat, in the Zoom video, I guess. Like, I dance stupidly around my house all the time, but not in front of a camera usually. Oh, let me grab that other piece. The only bad thing about the royalty-free music channels is that you end up with like the same like 5 songs that they just kind of play on repeat. Ugh. And I can't really listen to my own music. I mean, I kind of can, but if I turn down the audio, then I won't be able to hear. I won't be able to hear the binging noise for the chat. Okay, so now I'm gonna pin it. and then I can gather it where I need to make it fit. Anymore. Okay. So I think this needs to be tightened up a little bit on this side. Where's the little string? There it is. Okay. Don't break the thread. Generally, you usually sew with like the bigger item on the bottom because the feed dogs will pull it through at a higher rate than whatever's sliding under the presser foot. But it's kind of hard when you have a sleeve because you kind of need to see like where the foods are. If that makes sense. So I need to gather more of the top part. Gather, you fucking piece of shit, before my hand goes down. Oh, I should put my thing back on. I always forget that I have like the carpal tunnel thingy for my hand. And I need to wear it when I'm sewing so that my thumb doesn't go down. Or I need to wear that. This is gonna be backward because it's the wrong side, but it's fine. I don't really care because it just needs to compress. It doesn't need to like. I don't need the grippies on the inside. Wow. There we go. Now maybe my thumb won't go down. I was playing Pokemon earlier, most of the day actually. So I was feeling uninspired, so I just kind of lazed around and played Pokemon, and now my thumb hurts from playing video games. Okay. So that fits in there, and that might look weird. It needs to be smooth when it's done. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. That might be too gathered right there. It's really hard to like get the gathering. To sit properly, especially in tiny ass sleeves. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And I really need to find those tinier pins, because these pins are huge, and they just don't have the same precision for doll clothes. Okay. this'll work. And then people wonder why I don't read this kind of shit very often. Everybody's always like, oh, you should read more. And I'm just like, you know what a pain in the ass it is? Like, I have to be in the mood for this shit. Because this is a lot of work. I'm sure once I did it like several hundred times, I would get better at it. But in the meantime, it is rather fucking. Oh no! It's still trying to stay on. That's it's just a test. The emergency broadcast system. In the event of an actual emergency, your local news source. This would be followed by a message from the local broadcast station, or something to that effect. Oh my god, did you hear about the giant earthquake in Japan? So scary. Dude, like, it says it was basically in the same area, and bigger than the one that they had that caused that tsunami back in, I want to say 2011, that like destroyed like half the region or some shit. It was some ridiculous amount. Okay, so that's not terrible. Not terrible is... Oh no, I didn't hear about that shit. Yeah, dude, it was 9.3. Yeah, and it was off the coast, thankfully, but it was basically like it was in the same area of, it's an area called Fukushima, which is north of Tokyo, but it's a pretty densely populated area, so, yeah, it was super fucking scary. Like, I was trying not to watch the videos of the earthquakes because I survived an epic earthquake, so have you, so watching earthquake videos is pretty fucking traumatic, honestly. Even if you know everybody's gonna be okay, it's still like, I can't watch that. It's too real, man. It's too real. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I ended up watching a few because I was interested in what happened. And there's several YouTubers I watched that posted about that they were okay from it because they live in the area or whatever. And they kind of posted footage of their experience of it. So, thankfully, like, it's nowhere near any of Hannah's people. Because where she's at, she was super to the north or to the south. Like, on the other side of the country from where that happened. And most of the people she knows are down there still, so nobody's in Tokyo. Still super scary. There's so much shit going on in the whole world. It's very scary. China's in lockdown again from COVID. Did you hear about that? That's crazy. Fucking the Ukraine war thing, like, I just can't even. There's too much fucking shit happening in the world. And people are always always just like, oh, this is unprecedented. And I'm like, is it though? Because, like, I don't know. There's always a natural disaster destroying a fucking country somewhere every year. There's always, you know, problems with political parties every year. All the time. It's always something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, none of my people posted about it. Apparently it's not a big deal in, like, most circles, but, like, I happen to be heavily involved in watching that kind of stuff, so I guess I saw it, and other people didn't, but yeah, Ukrainians are badass is what I'm learning. Dude, yeah. Yeah, they are. Like, mad respect. I'm like, see, now that's what happened. That's what you do when your country is under attack. Right there. That's what you do. That's how you do. Yeah. I'm so happy that that's how it's going down on there. It's still not working, but I mean, they're putting up a hell of a fight. You know, and that doesn't mean people aren't dying and, you know, whatnot, but it just, I mean, some badass motherfuckers over there. I was telling John, I was like, see, this is why we need younger presidents. Like, their president is a lot younger than our president, and a lot younger than most presidents, honestly. And I'm like, see, yeah, we need younger presidents so that they can, like, you know, protect the country properly. Instead of, like, these old fogies who are out of touch with the happenings of the world. This isn't gonna work. What are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I forgot how to put a sleeve in. Oh my god, I'm just gonna sew it down and hope it works. Oh my god. Ah, that was stupid. That's not how you sew that. Ow, my hand is still going numb. Okay, that is... The zookeeper in the main city is walking around with a tiger attacking Russians. Wow! That's... like, fuck, man. That's some shit. Okay, it's better. I can already tell that it's better. But the way that I sewed it is jinky, so I'm gonna have to, like, sew it better. Because it just fucked up, like, the ness of the sleeve. So... that's fucking crazy. Zookeepers out there with a fucking tiger. Like, you know how everybody's always bragging about what they're gonna do in a post-apocalyptic situation, and I'm just like, okay, if you're not doing what Ukraine is doing right now, if push comes to shove, then, like, you need to sit down and shut the fuck up about your post-apocalyptic prepping. Or your, what did they call it? Dystopian future? Like, we're living a fucking dystopian future right now. Like, can you... or they are, rather. They are absolutely living a dystopian future. And they're handling it like fucking pros. I mean, granted, people are still dying and shit. Like, they're not all badass. A lot of them are fleeing the country, but still, the ones that are fighting are pretty fucking awesome. Okay, now what the fuck is my problem? Why am I having such a hard time sewing this? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't remember. I mean, the way that I want to sew this is also not the way that I can sew it because of how small this sleeve is. So I mean, normally I would sew a sleeve in the round, but since it's so little, it's virtually impossible to sew it in the round, which is why I'm trying to do this, but there's no like way to sew that down without fucking up that seam. And I am not hand sewing. So what needs to happen? Okay. Yeah, the cap is still not quite right. I feel like it needs more like room right here. It's still too tight like right here. But we'll see if that works when I put it on him right now. I just need to figure out how to finish this. What the fuck? Why is this so hard? Ow. Thumb is numb. Fun. Put that up higher, maybe that'll help. Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know what's happening here. Now the fabric is shredding because I've done it and undone it a bunch. What the fuck was that? Is that my other phone? No, that's my phone. So what the hell, bro? Oh, why would that phone vibrate? That's weird. Oh, did I not turn off the... I probably didn't turn off the fucking shit for it. Something. I sewed it wrong, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Because you're supposed to be able to. So I think I need like a breakout point. But yeah, I think it's gonna be too small. I'm gonna test it. Now that my hand is numb, fun test. I really like this little mounty thing that I got for my laptop that I posted a picture of on my Instagram. The only problem with it is that I think I want to bring my big desktop computer in here instead, because I'm like, okay, well, most of the shit that I need to do that requires all the processing power of that machine is the shit for work. Okay. Well, it works. Look, it works. I mean, it's inside out, but you get the idea. Okay, so the sleeve works. I just sewed it stupid. I even caught the fucking front end. Hold on. Let me pick that out. because I don't know how I did that. How did I do that? I'm not even certain what happened here. There we go. I caught like part of the front. So let's lay you down. Oh my god, he needs to be restrung. He's being fussy. Probably from standing all the time. I know you don't like this outfit, but dude, please, just let me test it. And then I'll put you back in your fancy outfit, okay? I promise. Oh yeah, that's way better. Like, it's still not quite right though. But maybe like a little bit more right here. So I need to make the sleeve cap part shorter because, or well, yeah. So it needs to be wider, not and shorter. It's too tall. There's too much ease. There's too much puffiness in the cap part, so it needs to be shorter and fatter, basically, which I feel like it was before. So I'm getting tired though, so I'm probably gonna end here because I don't have the energy to fix this shit right now. My hand is really hurting right now. How long have I been on? Oh, like an hour and a half. Okay, that's my average. That's pretty good. I was thinking it had only been on for like 40 minutes or something. So I'm thinking like take it down at least a half inch. Widen. Okay, so I made notes on my pattern. Stop hurting, please. Stop being dumb, thank you. Yeah, but it did fix it. I also need to figure out how, since this sleeve doesn't end right here at the end, I was having trouble sewing it into the arms hole because it was breaking my brain, but I think I figured out why it was breaking my brain. It's because there isn't like a place where it stops and like pivots into the rest of it. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. So basically all that to say is that I know what I need to do to fix it. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh my god, I don't care. Google's always like, oh, your fucking picture of this place or your review of this place is getting so much attention. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care, Google. I don't care. Anywho's your what's it? All right. I'm gonna go because I don't feel good. But I did a lot. I tested it out again. So I'll stream again. I don't know about tomorrow, but maybe I'll just keep trying. So anyway, thanks Colette for hanging out, and whoever else is lurking in the background that I didn't get to talk to. That's fine. You don't have to talk to me. Anywho's your words. All right. Bye.